Now we're going to talk about the border, and for that we want to bring in Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, great to have you on the program again. Good to see you.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
You want to give states the power to secure the border. I've got to put it to you that if you get the states and they're able to do this, there's going to be a huge court fight about it. It would take years to implement it.
Well, Stuart, there is already a fight about this. And we know that the federal government is trying to sue Texas over this, but the Container Act, the legislation I have, would give them the ability to secure their areas. You know, those farmers and ranchers in South Texas, down in the Rio Grande Valley, they're trying to protect their farms and ranches and to keep people, the illegal immigrants, from crossing through there, ruining the crops, tearing up their fields, tearing up their ranches and grazing land that they have for horses and cattle.
So how would your bill stop that from happening?
It makes explicit that the states have the authority to do this. It gives them a one-year window for doing it, putting these containers and this razor wire in place to prohibit those illegal migrants from coming through on that state property, on that private property. And of course, the states have the right. If the U.S. government does not protect the states have the right to defend themselves.
Next one, Senator. Let's talk about the Epstein list. You want the full report released, unredacted. Why? What do you think we're missing so far?
What we are missing is how expansive the network that Jeffrey Epstein built in the human trafficking, sex trafficking world is. Now, the Department of Homeland Security tells us that from 2018 to today, that human trafficking, sex trafficking has gone from being a $500 million a year business to a $150 billion a year business. This is modern day slavery. We need to begin to get justice for these victims and survivors of the Epstein-Maxwell sex trafficking ring. We also need to begin to unravel this and make certain that law enforcement has the information, the tools, the training they need to go apprehend these human traffickers and sex traffickers.
How are you going to do it? How are you going to get the full report, unredacted, released?
Well, we know that the Epstein estate has all of the flight logs. They have Ghislaine Maxwell's little black book. We know that the FBI has video evidence. They also have some depositions and documents from investigations and interrogations that they have done with survivors and victims of this sex trafficking ring. If we can get that information, if we can then use that for our hearings and also for putting pressure on local law enforcement to move forward to go after these bad actors.
Senator Marsha Blackburn, thanks very much for joining us. All good stuff today.
You've got it. Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you.